Hey traders, welcome to today's reaction points for Monday, October 20th, 2025. Let's take a quick look here. Interesting day, closing near the highs, up about 75 points, stretching to what looks to be 6,800 yet again. Now, we're always looking at the bigger picture. You'll notice that these series of videos are broken down on the 1 minute. However, we've got numerous key levels that we watch throughout the trading day, and we're always aware of the higher time frame narrative as well. We're not afraid to counter trend against the higher time frame narrative as long as we have our confluence pieces in place. Now, what I want to do is I had a question, a couple comments about using this in the Euro session for those that may want to do either they're up early trading Europe for whatever reason, maybe they're trying to do some trades before they go to work, or even speaking to those in Europe or across the pond, if you will. And the same logic and methodology applies in Europe. You're going to use the same set of levels that we do in New York, but you also, instead of looking for a Euro sweep when we get into New York, if you're in Europe, you can be looking for an Asia sweep. Okay, so here were the Asia highs. Here's a transition zone that we have marked out going into Europe at 1 a.m. Central. Notice that here are the Asia highs marked out by the dotted blue line. We start to get some sweeps right here at 2 a.m. And if you look down below, a couple of divergent signals, and we have a 3S code sell. It's a short on the trend line break there at around 67.35, back to a monthly open. All right. Then throughout the rest of Europe, you'll notice the whole time this area has served as a very nice reaction area for, say, scalps or whatever it is you may be doing. And then we finally do get into New York. So once we got into the New York session, man, it was a rip and grip, hardly any pullback whatsoever. We finally tapered off a little bit around 10 for a brief pause. Buying programs came back in to carry out the rest of the day. So what we're looking at in not the best day here to try to short the S&P. I'll show you a couple of scalp candidates. So as we push higher, we didn't take out, we actually did not take out the Euro high right here at 8 a.m. We do get a 3S code in a divergent sell, not a high odd trade. We did finally sweep it right here at 8:20. I did take this quick trade close out before the 8:30 a.m. because generally it's a 50-50. You don't really know what's going to happen. That's a move from 36 down to 32.5 right there, back into the Asia highs before again ripping higher. And then what you're looking at is you're looking up. Okay, where are the next areas that the market could pause? We see we've got a several levels. We had prior month high, a 3-week close, and a prior week high. Now this one is usually, from my experience, holds a lot of precedence. Prior month high as well, but prior week high, prior week low, those were kind of like our weekly bread and butters. You're not waiting to hit prior week high or prior week low every day. You're usually and ideally looking for that to happen in the first couple of days of the week, and then those were your A+ setups. And they can be traded against the rest of the week, but really the first couple of days there are your highest setup. So after we get through the first 30 minutes here, we have a 3S code reversal. You can see some bars trying to reject here. Again, not a very high grade A+ trade. 57 down to about 50. It's still 7 points. Now you're back to that 3-week close. That's 62 down to about 59.5. Not a good trade. You can see the strength here continues. You know also that prior week high is lurking up ahead. That's what I'm anticipating, is for us to take out that prior week high. We do that at around 9:40 a.m. So now I'm looking for clues to short this market. We have a divergent signal on a very nice stair-step clean trend line move to the upside. 3S code sell, 72. Okay, you're looking for 72, and you're looking for a +1/2 or a +2 to get us paid and put us in a risk-free situation. There's your +1/5. Then it does go back to break even. It does eventually go meet our +2 objectives there. which happens to be a retest of the week 3. Then after that, nothing going on here, and then you push to new highs. You got to look up. There's nothing to sell against, unless you have some other key institutional based levels that we do have as part of our services. But other than that, we went kind of sideways. A couple things I want to point out in gold and crude, just to show you, same logic, same process. Gold up just tremendous, up $150, $160 today, up almost 4%. Trend is very strong. Red and blue 521s up nearly the entire day before pulling back, but there's no good levels to really be trading against. In fact, you're looking, really, my eyes are looking to the downside to get long off retest to these levels. To the upside, you have nothing. This is all no man's land. You have no key levels except you have a prior week high. How do we know that? We go all the way back here. Here's your prior week high back from Thursday. And what happens? Push right into it. Prior week high taken out. Double divergent sells on a nice clean trend line break. 43.90 has been as low as 43.65. Okay. Last one here in crude oil. We go to crude. Trade of the day, as I mentioned in another video, I did get long here in one of my accounts, a cloud-based account, which I couldn't then not get into the rest of the day because of the internet outages, AWS outages. But here it is, right there, flush of the prior week low. Got long here, 56.20. Didn't have any targets working. I didn't expect. I was just going to kind of watch the trade, and I like it. Trying to carry it all throughout the day because I thought it was a decent intermediate term low. And then I finally got back into the account around 1 p.m. or so, just closed out. There's the trade of the day. Aside from that, you'll notice where price is reacting. Asia lows, back to euro lows right here. Euro lows. Asia lows again. Asia lows again, very sticky, and then sticky here, which is the midnight open. Midnight open didn't quite take euro highs. To the upside, which you can watch heading now into the post New York early Asia sessions, watch 57.30, 57.35 up to 57.85. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the video. That way I'll know to keep making this type of content for you. And should you wish to join our programs, reach out t2markets.com and book a call with me. I'll show you exactly how you can get your hands on this, as well as private mentoring or coaching. Have a great day. Talk soon.